almost turned the mic on with it hot, so you would have heard a loud crackling. Hey, I'm here. Sorry. Good evening, everyone. No, you didn't miss the rambles. You're right on time. Hey, I'm here. I can barely hear myself. Why is that like that? Hold on. Lower that. Okay. Cool. I'm here. You're listening to Jake Kaufman's music. This is from the Adventure Time game for the GBA and DS. Hey, Ice King, why'd you steal our garbage? Really good music. Jake Kaufman is a master of his craft. I'm here. It is 12:44 on Friday, December 15th. If you're on the East Coast. If you're further out west, it's probably still Thursday. Kinda had a messy day. Like, my life's kind of in a weird spot right now. I'm like losing the motivation to keep to my daily routine, and I'm letting stuff slip, like my voiceover auditions. And also, I started the stream late. So, like, what exactly did I do today? And the answer is I listened to YouTube videos and did laundry, which I probably could have done while also doing other stuff, but I chose not to. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's because of the holidays. The holidays and also me being sick, which, by the way, I'm still very mucusy, so you're going to be hearing some snorts tonight, unfortunately. I have to say it's bye to 500 or so bucks. Thanks, books. Ugh. I know. I hated getting books in college. There's places you could find them for, you know, cheaper, legitimately, all in quotation marks. But yeah, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. You could always sell them off once the semester's over. Ugh, there's my first sniffle of the night. That was a long fade out. It's not very good for rambling. Anyway, what do I have to actually talk about here? Alright, so I'm not doing Pokemon tonight. Decided that I'm going to explore the 2 biomes on my own a bit and just catch Pokemon and stuff. I won't do anything outrageous. Like, right now, I don't think there's anything outrageous I can do. I'll just farm some BP, catch more Pokemon, and pick up some items and stuff. If there's anything actually worth mentioning, I will screenshot it and bring it up. But in terms of story, that will all be concentrated on stream. That way we'll keep the stream a bit, like, streamlined. We'll keep it streamlined. And, you know, keep it to the story and not have me have to go around, you know, catching stuff and exploring corners for items that I don't really need. So, I'll save that, and I'll also save the battles. The battles I'll also save for stream. So, don't worry, you won't miss anything substantial. Just returning Pokemon that I'll catch off stream and then show off at the beginning of the following stream. Excuse me, already had to burp in the middle of that sentence. They are official books that would not be a good idea, and it's key information to match the teachers. Oh, right. Medical stuff. Yeah, I getcha. Oh, my God. Yeah, I feel weird. I feel weird tonight. I'm, like, bungling everything. Anyway. There was one thing I forgot to mention last night, and I can't believe I somehow spaced on this. When I was talking about the Game Awards and game announcements and stuff, and the state of the gaming industry, I missed, like, the biggest news of the week. E3 is shutting down. E3 is done. It's over. It's gone. No more E3 starting next year. I have complicated feelings about it. Is it worth keeping it around at this point? No, not really. Game companies do what they want. The Nintendo Direct format kind of completely changed the game over a few years. Game companies do presentations whenever they want. I'm sure most of them are still going to do a presentation of some sort in June. So it's, you know, the announcements are not going to go anywhere. We're still going to get them. But the trade show of E3 is gone. The convergence, the community, and the trade show, which, mind you, wasn't public until, like, I don't know, about 6-7 years ago. That before that, I was like an industry-only event, and I really wanted to go to it because I felt like I would be in the industry someday and be invited to the event, or get like a press pass or something, because I knew people that actually went as press back in the day, and it never happened. And I think the only reason I really wanted to go was because, you know, I was envious of the people that were in the gaming industry. Now it's like, man, I don't envy people in the gaming industry because a lot of them have it rougher than I do. So, you know, is what it is. But it is kind of sad that the whole like pomp and circumstance of it is gone. I think it's even worse that like Now, in its stead, Jeff Keighley just kind of has free reign to stomp all over it and act like he's the superior event runner. Dude has a head as big as, I don't know. I don't know what kind of analogy I could quantify the size of his ego with. And the thing is too, like, it sucks because like there are times when he definitely tries to be more of like a modern, like, oh, we're pushing the boundaries, we're building a new community for like the modern gamer, we're gonna be inclusive and all that stuff. And then, you know, like, you get one woman on stage for every like 10 men. It's like, okay, yeah, sure, real progressive. I don't know. It's sad. It's saddish news. I'm sure it won't affect anything. I'm sure we'll still get the June Direct. I'm sure we'll still get the State of Play and whatever the fuck Xbox does. Who knows what they're doing? Do they make games anymore? What was the last game they put out? Not Banjo-Kazooie, that's for sure. Actually, I think it might have been Banjo-Kazooie on NSO. Technically, it's part of my Xbox Game Studios, so I don't know. Xbox, I'm sure you got great games in there somewhere. I just can't see them. But yeah, I mean that's kind of the rub. You know, it's been on the downturn for a long time. It was fun just talking about what might be announced and stuff. Yeah, and I mean we could still do that with other stuff like Directs and Sony stuff. But like having all that stuff congregated in one event was cool. I'll say that, like, I have a lot of good memories of E3 from when I started watching it in, like, the mid-2000s till about 2012, 2013, up until they announced Smash for 3DS. At that point, that was when it started downturning. I would say the last time I had any, like, well, I mean, that's not true. I've always had interest in E3 because I've always been excited to hear it's announced. The last really good one I felt was whatever the one where Nintendo only did Breath of the Wild, back when it still wasn't even announced for Switch, where the whole event was just that game. That one was okay. But I mean, you know, it is what it is. It was definitely on a downturn for most of the 2010s, and I think the Nintendo Direct becoming a thing is definitely what started, like, kind of stabbing it in the heart quite a bit until it just died. Doesn't help that the ESA also doxed a bunch of people in 2018, I believe. So that was cool. And, you know, it's just COVID, everything else. It's just one bad thing after another just kind of brought it to its unfortunate end. So, you know, rest in peace, E3, if you want to say that. It was a funnish event. That was more fun back in the day. And I think the real question we should be asking ourselves is, when is Nintendo bringing back Space World? But no. I will say my favorite E3... I'm not going to play another song because I'm about to stop the ramble, but my favorite E3 memory probably... I have to go through them because I probably have, like, live journal entries from, like, the mid-2000s where I talk about it. One of my favorite E3 memories was coming back home from work during E3 2009. I had missed the Nintendo conference because I had to work. I was having a rough day. At work because that was when I was still working at the you know, Donut Hell, as we refer to it. And also, I had gone through a pretty nasty breakup, like, right before that, so I was in a really bad spot mentally. Came home, flipped on the Nintendo presentation from E3, and when they announced Golden Sun Dark Dawn, I fucking lost my shit. I was like so happy Golden Sun was coming back after a 6-year hiatus. Well, more than 6, because it released in December of 2010, so it was like a year and a half after that. I was really happy about it. I know the game is kind of criticized, but when I replayed it a few years ago, I actually really liked it. I still think it's a fun game, even if it's piss easy and the story's not amazing. But yeah, you know, there were a lot of good memories of watching the ED presentations, even if the event itself wasn't the best. And I think those memories are worth cherishing, just like all memories. But yeah, that's all there is to say about it. Rest in peace, E3, I guess. It feels weird saying that. It feels very weird saying rest in peace to a non-sentient event. Anyway, at least it never had to have... Actually, wait, did Among Us ever show up at an E3? I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. I was looking for a proper sound clip to play for E3. Here's a good sound clip that describes E3. Cool.